Hello, London, Midland 597, descending flight level 150, radar heading 150.
So, we're on the second part here of our flight from Tampa to JFK with the Boeing 717. We are still on the climb out. Currently we are on flight level 250. We have crossed 18,000, which means we're going back to 2992 standard. And yeah, I'm expecting the final descent or ascent climb any moment now, and that is us then on our merry way. So this was the this is what the US looks like when you have ORBX FTX Global and the ORBX North America land classes installed. Not bad. I don't use vectors. It's far too heavy on the memory and so on, and I don't really need it, to be honest. I haven't got it, and I'm not intending to get it. So FTX Global, I think
4640, direct London, heading 275, speed 220.
It adds reasonable texture stuff, and the land classes help to make it look a little bit more realistic. Yeah, that's what I think, and that's more than enough. Like, you don't really need more, at least in my eyes. Yeah, so we're climbing slowly now towards flight level 320. We are on Mach 0.69 at the moment, 307 indicated.
Controlled airspace by descent. Base controlled airspace where you are is flight level 55. Leave controlled airspace by descent.
So we've got the... Here's the final... Now, thing is, don't forget to pull here on the knob. Oops, no, not click in, you have to pull it out. Right clicking, forget that, keep forgetting that. And then it will follow your command. So that's it now.
Okay, 19957, turn left, now heading 300.
300, United 957.
Midland 2 Fox Papa, navigation now to the Isle of Man.
So we've got the passengers already unstrapped, and I'm guessing that very soon they're going to get something to drink and maybe a small snack.
Contact Jacksonville on 134.4.
134.4. But the co-pilot is doing all that, so I don't need to worry about that.
280, operator heading at 325.
Line S405, would you continue on the radar, heading climb flight.
I need to check with ProATC if there's not some American ATC chatter, because that's a bit strange. So we're now with Jacksonville.
Delta 2286, identified. Continue another flight.
Roger, Delta 2286.
Yeah, that's it. I'll be back when we are getting closer to our approach, and probably for the approach briefing. We're going to go through that. There's no point now watching the boring part of the flight. So let's wait for the interesting bit again.
502, start your descent now.
We are starting descent, 502.
Thank you, and Devon Air 502, after Mayfield, 250 knots.
After Mayfield, 250 knots, 502.
Med 072, clear to leave controlled airspace by descent. Base controlled airspace where you are is flight level 55, clear to leave controlled airspace by descent.
72, roger, leading 72.
Devon Air 502, start your descent now.
FM, we are starting descent, Devon Air 502.
Thank you, and Devon Air 502, after Mayfield 250 knots.
After Mayfield, 250 knots, Devon Air 502.
Sabina 11 X-ray, turn right, heading 330.
Right heading 330, Sabina 11 X-ray.
H5275 on the heading, climb flight level 310. What's your requested level at this time?
Maintain this heading up to 310, requesting 350, 275.
That's copied, thank you.
American 136, descent to flight level 80.
Flight level 80, American 136.
9934, contact director with call sign only, 120.4.
120.4, United 934.
So, let's see where we are, and let's have a quick look at the approach. So, we have more or less at least 3/4 of our journey, actually.
London Canadian 90 with you, radar heading 15.
And we're going to have the Cameron 4 arrival into JFK. Runway 31 left has been announced by ATC, and the approach will be coming from the south. We're going to fly to Chant, and then we're going to align ourselves here with the runway, the ILS 31 left.
Delta 2286, contact Washington on 132.55,
55. So the ILS for the 31 left approach is 1135, and we can start now to program. So this approach, by the way, is climb on track 315. That means continue in the runway heading. 500 feet, heading 160 degrees. Intercept radial 190 to Chant VR. Proceed to Chant, climbing at or above 3000. So our best approach altitude will be 3000 feet. And what we can do is we can start programming the nav run page here. So, I don't know if I have actually programmed the approach. I think I did something. Come in, but it's the wrong runway. So I'm going to go on the star page again. Go into deselect or select the 3-1 left, ILS 3-1 left, and we're coming in via Cambridge 4. Let's insert that, and we're going to go via the transition. So let's have a look at the plan page.
Aeroflot 241, return to Lambourne, lead Lambourne heading 275, your speed 220 knots.
Speed 220 knots, Aeroflot 241, to Lambourne, after Lambourne, heading to 70.
So yeah, you can see how we fly along here and then to the runway, and that is the missed approach track. Okay, it's looking good. I think we can leave it as it is. Economy descent 293.768. Transition altitude is still 18,000.
Continue on the heading, climb flight level 310.
American 137.
Now this airplane doesn't have auto brake, so we're not going to set any kind of auto brake here. We're going to arm the speed brake, and we're going to use the reversers. Now the reversers with this aircraft are somewhat different to other aircraft in FSX. Basically, most of the aircraft that you have in FSX, they use the F2 key, or if you have the axis, you can define a reverse axis, but normally what you do is you use the F2 key to move the throttle levers backward, and you just do that, and usually when you move them beyond the idle point, then the reversers come out and you kind of apply power. Now it is somewhat similar but not the same here. Basically what you need to do is you have to press F1 to get your throttle levers into the idle position. And then you press F2 once. That will bring you into idle reverse, and if you press F2 a second time, then it will kind of apply the reverse power. If you want to stop that, you have to press F1 to go back into idle reverse, and another F1, so at least 2 times F1 to come out of the reverse mode. If you press F2 3 times, you get into, someone explained that to me in my comments, you get into the so-called emergency reverse or something like that. So this is kind of the ultimate means, whatever, and that brings up orange reverse marker here on the engine display. So and this doesn't turn off. I mean, there is a way to turn this off, but usually it stays, but it doesn't mean you are in reverse. It just indicates that that you had been in reverse, in emergency reverse or something like that. Not that it is really a big problem, but I was wondering about that in my first flights, because I used my Cytec throttle lever. They have switches at the end, so when I move the throttle levers down, further down, they just continuously fire F2, and that actually brought me into this emergency reverse. And then I had difficulties getting out of it because I did not send any kind of F1 or whatever. It just didn't get out of the reverse mode. So on my first flight, I actually got stopped on the runway with still the reversers out. Yeah, so F1, F2, F2, F1, F1. It's no problem pressing F1 more than once or 2 times. It's just the problem when you use more than 2 F2s. So that's what the understanding is. Right, so let's see. We're getting closer to the top of descent as calculated by Aivlasoft is in about, let me see, is in about 100 miles. But it could well be that ATC is going to bring us down earlier than that. We're now on the last, I would say in the last approximately 200 miles of our trip. Let's have a quick look at the fuel page. So, fuel-wise, we still have 7.8 tons of fuel left. It's about around 3.9 tons in every of the wing tanks. We have emptied the center tank first. The left engine is using 1,710 per hour, I think. That's not what this is here, I think. The other one uses a little bit more. And apparently we have slightly less fuel on the right side compared to the left side. Now, I'm pretty sure there are ways of transferring the fuel in order to balance this, but I think at the moment it's not too bad, so I'm going to leave it as it is. But it looks like the right engine is using more fuel. Well, I don't think we have to worry on the last couple of kilometers. The true air temperature is minus 14 degrees, so it's not that cold, surprisingly. Switch here. Okay, so let's enter the ILS. What did I say? For the approach, it's 111.35. And 314. Okay, that's IEPR. Moment we are left turn back to level. Oh, no, that's not the, is it? Instrument something horse. Not sure what IPR is. I'm also going to put in the CHNT chant. So where is the chant VR? Strange because I can't find the VR here on the map.
92929, climb flight level 8 today.
Flight level 80, 929.
Chant VR. Ah, there it is. It's a bit hidden there. Oh, that's JFK, RZ. Yeah, that's strange. Oh, there. No, that's not it either. Where is that chunk VR? Okay. That's weird. I can't find it on the...
Bina 11 X-ray, turn right, heading 330.
Heading 330, Bina 11 X-ray.
Maybe it's not a VR, maybe it's actually a NDV?
Maintain this, heading 210, requesting 350, 275.
That's copy, thank you.
That's weird. I think I need another map. Well, we still have some time left, so let's continue with other approach-related things. So the approach speeds. Let's see. Where do we do that? So the Boeings, you can go to init and then go to the menu. We don't have that here. Takeoff approach, that's probably it. Okay, yeah. Clean minimum is 234, slat trended is 194. and flap 18 minimum 194. So I think we have a flap 40 selected. That's what it looks like. I could also have a flap 25. Again, if you press the respective asterisk thing here, then it selects it. In this case we are going to land with flaps 40. The approach speed is going to be 138. The reference speed is going to be 133. The runway length of 31 left is going to be 14,511. The elevation is 13 feet.
Ryanair 404 is climbing to 290, heading 155.
Ryanair 404, thank you. What's your request level?
Let me see. Fuel on board. There is no estimated fuel on board yet. Doesn't really show.
Delta 2286, contact on 127.7.
127.7. So we are approaching SBY. Somehow we don't have the ETE here. Possibly something is missing. I don't know. I don't think we have any. No, we don't. Any discontinuities. So there's no ETE. We have here the altitude, but I'm pretty sure that ATC is going to bring us down. Probably before this year. It's very likely.
The 286 to London, 131.12.
That's the distance. It comes on the second page, so if you press page, then you get to this kind of second set of information. And the distance, unfortunately, doesn't show it on the first page. It shows you on the second page. And yeah, I have to read.
2286, cleared to fly at CAM Romeo, November 4.
Okay, we are cleared via the Common 4 arrival. Yeah, we've got that in the box already.
Mark 174, descend flight level 70.
Reclear flight level 7.
Right.
Mark 174.
So the weather is somewhat cloudy, and when you look through the hole in the clouds here, we have actually snow, so we have snow and ice in New York, at least according to the weather report, and probably also the temperatures. I think I'm going to quickly check the weather here. So let's get to JFK. So in JFK we have, what's the conditions? 260 with 18. JFK. So the temperature is actually 2 degrees, so it is much colder in New York than it was in the dew point is 0.5. QNH is pressure is 2972. We have no precipitation, good visibility. The surface winds is 260 with 19 knots. So yeah, runway 31 is okay for that. So what we have a slight side wind component, but nothing bad. I'm expecting descent instructions from ATC at any moment now. Yeah, we are now on the arrival route. and it tells us to continue via the common for arrival. Gonna do that.
Good afternoon, and then 591, descending level 150, good at ending 145. Good at 591, London, good afternoon, maintain flight level 150, Richard.
That means at some point I think we need to descend. I can't remember now if ProATC is giving me descent instructions. Let's see. Other requests, initial descent, initialized descent, yeah. So, according to yeah, we should actually start descent. That means I'm going to ask it now to start the descent.
Delta 2286, descend to flight level 240.
Descending flight level 240. Right, what about the checklist? So there's a climb checklist. No, don't need that. Now we need some form of descent checklist.
That India 123, descent flight level 70. 70, India 123.
Descent checklist. Altimeters cross-checked. Well, it's still standard. Minimums, yeah, so the minimums, let's see. The minimums according to the approach chart is 200 radar or 213 baro, so we have a radar 200, that's fine, we can leave that. Landing data, yeah, we've verified it, so it's going to be runway 31 left, at least it was. Approach briefing is completed, hydraulic auxiliary trans pump switches on, we want them both on, so I'm going to turn that on now. Ice protection, yeah, we definitely need some engine anti-ice when we come to the clouds. Then seatbelt signs, we're going to get the passengers strapped in again. Okay. And we can see that we are slightly above the vertical path, at least according to this display.
Speedbird 48, report your heading to London 131.12. 13112 is
Speedbird 2193 is maintaining flight level 350.
Speedbird 2193, thank you, maintain.
Delta 2286, descend to 16,000, altimeter 29.72.
16,000 on 2972. So, yeah, because that's below 1 in 1,000, 2972. Put this in already.
Flight level 240, before begin, blue star 301.
Oh no, that's minimum again. I'm always using the wrong. 2972. Okay.
Bristol 116, are you requesting any higher this time?
Affirmative, we'll appreciate level 310, this 116.
Stand by.
mean, I've actually not turned traffic on, but the thing is I have AI traffic turned off. So it doesn't really do anything anyway.
Contact London 135.57, goodbye.
That is a switch between terrain and weather. So at the moment we have now terrain. When you push it again, it's weather.
Delta 2286, descend to 16,000. Contact approach on 123.7. Descending to
16,000 and 123 decimal 0.7.
Approach Delta 2286. With you passing flight level 210 from 16,000. Delta 2286. Continue left row. Expect ILS. Approach runway 31 left.
131 left. So that's fine.
Approach runway 31 left. Delta 2286.
Director, hello. It's Midwest 59 Lima. We're 757 with Echo. We're just passing 133 about to take a whole land watch me level 120 by the end of the outbound turn.
Delta 2286. Descend to 11,000. Altimeter 29.7. Is descending to
1,000 on 2972.
Maintain 100, continue on the heading there for most 220 knots. Can we make that about 230? Okay, speed 230. Excellent.
Really, in my view, they have overdone it a little bit here on the dirt and the grime. I mean, yeah, it could have been a bit less, definitely. I think we see some little freckles here from the weather radar. I'm not sure where it's going now. So what the, oh no, oh no, what are you doing? So it has just decided not to follow the flight plan anymore. 6,000. So I'm taking over again. Let's see if what's missing here, because that's not where you're supposed to go. What was that? This 1.1F. Could be that it doesn't know what to do with this, so I'm going to go SAX now. See? See this? It has changed. It's not following the heading that I've given it. So I'm putting back on LNAV. Hopefully that will somewhat recover again. But that's shit. Why did it do that? So it's now 11,000. I think it's time that we're approaching 10,000, and I think we need to slow down a little bit. So let's bring the speed down to 250.
Delta 2286. Turn left heading 020. Left turn heading 020.
Left to 020. 020. 020. It's doing really strange things, but I have to say that the instructions that it is giving me are also a bit strange. I wonder where he's guiding us. So, 10,000. Approach checklist, flight and navigation instruments. Yeah, whatever it's putting in there. Wonder if the ILS is already picked up, I don't know. See if it's still in the box. So the ILS is still in there, but we have 2,000. We're not reducing our speed, apparently. So I think I need to intercept here we need to reduce on the where we're getting far too fast. What's going on here?
Delta 2286. Turn right heading 050. Right turn heading
Right, 050. We are climbing instead of descending. Not sure what it's doing here. That's not good. So whatever it's doing here, it has started to climb instead of descending. I'm not yet sure that I understand what this autopilot is doing, but he has messed up now a bit my approach. Let's reduce the speed.
Speed 817, maintain 4,000 feet, establish on the localizer, but just check in now with radar 1204. Roger, 1204 to that.
Delta 2286. Descent 2000, flight 180, cleared ILS, approach, runway 31, left. Descending to 2000, speed to 180 knots. Cleared ILS, approach, runway 31, left, Delta 2286.
So I'm not sure that, does it actually, I think it sees the ILS. I hope it does. Yeah, IMOH, at least it knows that this is IMOH. So we're going to have to reduce the... So this is going to be tough. It's not a very good vector. although I have the speed brakes out, we are still too fast.
Okay, Canada 858 is in altitude 4,000 feet, QNH1019.
I think we need to turn now.
25 miles an hour, runway 27
Going
right.
to
Down to 4,000
turn
down
on.
1019, check mark, Kennedy.
No. What are you doing? No, it's turning the wrong way. It's turning the wrong way. Ah, crap.
Altitude.
Ah, no! It hasn't intercepted. Okay, that's... okay, we might as well go the other way.
Stabilizer motion.
This is crap. This is complete crap. What the hell happened now? Instead of turning to the left, it turned to the right, which is completely wrong.
Shuffle 9 kilo descent, flight level 70.
So I'm going to vector myself now around here. Flaps 1.
Stabilizer motion.
What a mess.
Stabilizer motion.
Hello, London, Transit 822, descending to flight level 200, heading 150. 150,
So
150.
use the I'm arming the approach land.
Level 50 barometer, check.
So we now need to get turned here.
Stabilizer motion.
Good afternoon, London, lifeguard 33 November, Juliet, 150, heading 170.
November 33 November, Juliet, hello to you. No speed restriction taking you downwind right hand to Luton.
So
3 November, Juliet, A firm and descend flight level 100.
Then to flight level 100.
to turn further.
3 November, Juliet, turn left, radar heading of 125.
A turn left, heading 125, 3 November, Juliet.
So I hope that we're going to intercept now properly.
Stabilizer motion.
Kilo Delta 0, wait 0 is good heading. 080, heading middle 2 kilos left lane.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Okay, so it does not look as if it has... No, it's not catching the localizer. This is not working. This is not working. Ah, crap! What the hell? Why is it not intercepting?
Autopilot. Stabilizer motion.
So, turned off the autopilot, turned it on again. Now trying to get back onto the localizer.
Speedboat 189 after the Lufthansa A300 departs line up 27 right.
Reference speed was 133, approach it was 138. Okay, so now it looks like we have finally intercepted. Yeah, that's still, to me, this is a bug. And I have that a couple of times now that the autopilot is doing strange things, and it doesn't really work until you turn it off, turn it on again, and then apply the modes that you want. Then it works. Okay. That wasn't great, but we're now on the approach. Landing checklist, landing gear down, 3 green. Flaps are 40 set. Spoilers are armed, and whatever the EAD is, checked, yeah, I suppose. We are cleared for the approach. We turn on the lights. Yes. We're still slightly below the glide slope. And want to reduce now to the ref +5 or so.
Speed about 500 when they're through. Pull out on the right and line up east side.
$1,000.
Okay, 1000. Now, in order to turn off the auto throttle, I think you need to press this button. And the autopilot, there is a autopilot disconnect.
Autopilot.
Speedbird 766. Move forward and hold in the corner facing east, please.
So, manual flight.
Glide slope.
Yes, I know.
Glide slope.
We are slightly below the glide slope,
500.
Glide
but
slope.
the puppies were actually too high.
Glide slope.
Be careful with the speed.
400.
Glide slope.
We are still a little bit too high.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Yeah.
Glide slope.
Disregard the glide slope.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
Fake 761, vacate right, taxi to Victor.
Stabilizer motion. 50, 40, 30, 20.
And like with the last times,
10,
it is actually quite
5.
nice to land this aircraft and fly. Now, F1, F2, F2. Not sure if the... Yeah, now the reversers come out. Oh, I have difficulties steering it here. The reversers are out. We are at 80 knots. F1. So, let's use the brakes. 50 knots, and let's get off this high speed here. To the right. And then he wanted us to contact ground on 12165, I think. So that's runway is vacated. Okay.
Stone 40 right, vacate next right, and deviate from the Victor, parking stand 8.
And the strobes are off. I am going to start the APU because I tend to forget. And bring up the flaps, and we disarm the speed brake. And now let's get onto the ground and request taxi to parking.
Ground Delta 2286, request taxi.
Delta 2286, taxi via Papa Mike Alpha to Terminal 1 Gate Foxtrot 10.
Via Papa Mike Alpha to Terminal 1 Gate Foxtrot 10, Delta 2286.
Taxi to parking to, what did he say, Foxtrot 10. Via Papa.
So 42 Mike, vacate next right, enter the apron at Victor, parking stand 11. Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike.
Where's Papa here?
27 meter Foxtrot,
Can't see
contact
Papa.
Manchester 124.2 Mike.
Here, via Papa, Mike Alpha,
Clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
and to Foxtrot 10, Papa, Mike Alpha. Okay, let's have a look. Where are we? Papa, okay, and Foxtrot 10. So we need to get out, then turn to the right here. So the APU is up.
Straight there, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions, I'm sorry, boys over. So about report past 2,500.
Now it wants me to go via Papa, Mike Alpha, which Papa, yeah, it's a bit awkward because basically we need to get around here. Okay. Alright, so now we go a little bit forward a couple of exits, and Foxtrot 10 is just somewhere there on the left. It's not that far.
Metric 43, proceed to Sierra.
The scenery is the Drzewiecki, JFK, from the triplet of New York airports. So we're getting a little bit fast here. Oh yeah, we can turn off the engine. Anti-ice. I should have done that probably earlier. So this is Mike Bravo coming up, and the next then is Mike Alpha. So after landing, spoilers are retracted, flaps are up, radar. So next is Mike Alpha, the radar. Don't really want to change things now, but yeah, basically we need to turn off radar, and here's Mike Alpha. I think I went too far. Yes, I did. Indeed I did, so we have to turn back. Let's get onto Alpha and taxi back, because we're supposed to go there. You shouldn't really do too many things while I'm taxiing, that's a bit of the problem. There's Mike Alpha. So
C639, taxi uniform, occupant Alpha 2. Uniform Alpha 2 for runway 27, thank you, C639.
And Foxtrot 10 is, I think, here. Yeah, that's this one here. It is indeed, yeah. So let's turn off the taxi lights. Yeah. Where's the line of that? No, hang on. Where is that parking? Is that there? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, that is not good. I think I'm a little bit off. How is that supposed to go here? Okay, I need to somehow then get around here. Couldn't you give me a simpler one? Not so fast, not so fast, not so fast, not so fast. So we need to turn in here. And... There must be easier ones than that. Yeah, the quality of this scenery is also not perfect. So I'm guessing there doesn't seem to be any. So let's put on the parking brake and we're going to activate the generator.
And
now we're going to turn off the engines.
Next right, Victor, 1142 Mike. 027 Victor Foxtrot, contact Manchester 124.2 by. 142, 027 cross from the way. Tap 250, clear takeoff, 210 degrees 19.
Oh yeah, the transponder, I've turned it off. No, I didn't. Now it's on standby. Weather radar is off. Parking brake is set, seatbelt signs we can turn off. Let's see if the finger comes with Control J. Nope, that's not one that works.
Strike there, just crossing the control zone boundary now, no height restriction. Yeah, no further height restrictions, I'm 7 boys on that. So might report past 2,500 feet. We'll go for on that.
No, that's a static one. Doesn't work. Okay, no problem. Seatbelt signs are off. Hydraulic auxiliary transfer pumps. Let's turn them off again. Air conditioning panel. The packs are on auto. The APU is on. Fuel panel is. We can turn all that stuff off. We can turn off the windshield for the moment. The anti-ice is off. The ice protection beacon, we can turn the beacon off, and the fuel switches are off. Okay, I think that should be okay. Welcome in JFK. Let's have a look at that position here. Hello. Okay. Yeah, that scenery looks odd. It's not as nice as the FlyTampa one. I have to say, I'm not that convinced of it. Now, that was a complicated taxi parking here. But we made it. Yeah, unfortunately the fingers here are not moving. They don't seem to be standard, and they're not moved by SODE. Guess because this is also maybe an older airport. I think these New York airports, they exist for some time. So boarding requested. Yeah, request catering service. Let's see if we can get customize aircraft, customize airport position. custom label, front baggage loader. This is a gate heavy. This is no heavy gate. No way. Parking has a jetway. Okay, so theory it's okay, but unfortunately this is not a jetway that moves. Right, that's it. A more or less successful flight from Tampa to New York with 717. It went pretty okay until that last bit with the ILS approach. That was not good, which actually means for me that in future when I use this aircraft, before entering critical phases like this, I will probably just disconnect the autopilot and then re-enable it again, because it seems that from time to time it just gets somehow stuck, and and then it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So this thing still needs fixing. It's just the way it is. It's just one other example of an add-on, an aircraft that gets released, and we have to wait a couple of fix packs before it's, let's say, stable enough. We had that with the IXCG 737 in X-plane. We have it with this guy here, and I'm pretty sure with other aircraft we're going to have that in future as well. I wonder what the PMDG 747, which is supposed to come out soon, will be like. If we are seeing the same kind of issues. I doubt it though, because PMDG normally does very comprehensive testing and has a very wide community of beta and internal testers, so I'm not expecting this kind of stuff from PMDG, but yeah. Anyway, so that was a video on demand. I hope it was what whoever demanded it or asked for it wanted to have. It was fun, and I would say video is long enough again. Until next time.